Tens of thousands of people took to the streets of Kuwait City on Sunday night in protest against electoral law changes which the opposition says will work against them and favours candidates from the ruling party. Parliament was dissolved on October 7th and elections have been scheduled for December 1st to elect a new one. The protest movement has been widely relayed on social networks, with users encouraged to turn their profile pictures orange as a sort of online rallying cry. But what should have been Kuwait's largest rally ever was brutally dispersed by police who have been deployed en masse. These amateur images appear to show how clashes erupted when riot police appeared on the scene using tear gas and stun grenades. Human rights activists report that around 100 protesters were later admitted to hospital. The authorities, meanwhile, are saying that 11 police officers were injured in the violence. Extensive mobilisation in a country that's endured political crisis upon political crisis since 2006. Tensions are escalating, meanwhile, between the ruling Al-Sabah dynasty and the Islamist-led opposition, which has decided to boycott the upcoming elections. The NGO International Campaign for Tibet has reported that Dorje Rinchen, a Tibetan man in his 60s, set himself on fire on Tuesday in front of military barracks in the Chinese province of Gansu and died from his injuries shortly afterwards. The organisation has also posted these photos online to bear witness to this desperate act of protest against Chinese rule. It was a second self-immolation in the region in 2 days. The previous day, another Tibetan, aged around 60, also died after setting fire to himself in front of the Labrang monastery, which is widely regarded as one of the most influential Tibetan Buddhist temples. This well-known place of worship was the site of protests by monks and nuns back in 2008, following ethnic riots in Tibet, just several months before the opening of the Beijing Olympic Games. Tibetan exile groups say there has been a heavy-handed rule in the region ever since, where people live under martial law. So self-immolation has become a last resort in protesting the policies of the Chinese government. Writer and blogger Werza says some 60 people, mostly monks, have tried to kill themselves in this way since February 2009. Beijing accuses Tibet's spiritual leader, the Dalai Lama, of encouraging these self-immolations, something he denies. He's refused to condone it, but does understand the reasons behind it. Barack Obama and Mitt Romney dominate the headlines in the US presidential race, but there are 4 other candidates competing in the November election. 3 men and 1 woman, often overlooked by the general public, but who are making great use of the web to win over support. One of them is Rocky Anderson, the Justice Party's 2012 presidential candidate. The former mayor of Salt Lake City in Utah is campaigning, amongst other things, for greater social justice and is highly present on the web. Official Facebook and Twitter pages, Instagram account and campaign website. Everything's been thought of to ensure he reaches the widest audience possible. The candidate is also airing numerous well-made videos on sharing sites criticising the programmes of the hot favourites Obama and Romney. The Constitution Party candidate Virgil Good also hopes to use all the online tools available to promote his ideas and those of his party. He's also highly active on social networks and is trying to show voters he's nothing like the candidates from the Democrat and Republican camps. He's published a study on his website comparing the positions they hold on a variety of economic and social issues. Another outsider trying to carve out a place for himself on the web, Gary Johnson from the Libertarian Party. The former governor of New Mexico is also trying to differentiate himself from his opponents through his stance on foreign policy and by defending peace. Johnson has posted several videos to the internet stating he's a pacifist, and contrary to the 2 main election contenders, he will not go to war with Iran if elected. And finally, the only woman running for president in 2012, Jill Stein, is also very present online. The Green Party candidate has been using the web to encourage voters to be brave in the upcoming election and give her their vote. She wants to implement a green transition program which will revive the economy and create new jobs. Lyrics from modern pop songs sang to classical melodies. This is the latest exercise undertaken by musical experiment collective CDZA, with a view to getting kids into classical music. So the words of Lady Gaga, Adele, Katy Perry, to name but a few, in perfect harmony with works by Offenbach, Beethoven and other classical music masters. Global mega hit Gangnam Style by Korean performer Psy has racked up over 500 million hits on YouTube and continues to inspire all sorts of parodies. Here's the latest offering, a probable future hit with video games enthusiasts, as it pays tribute to the well-known Minecraft game. This version is a must-see and just as catchy as the original.
Dig in Minecraft style. Minecraft style. Dig, 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 dig.